Yeah.
There we are.
R.I.P. baby. R.I.P. that pussy.
Half-Life 3, more like
So
one
wait,
and a half
what's
lives.
what's the name of it? It's are we just called the Chief's Revenge?
Yeah. That's what we're doing.
Okay. So
I give it a
what
pretty
I
good
don't
one.
I mean okay, so as we know, I love James Bond. It's one of my favorite things. It's ongoing. You know, Star Wars is done, right?
Star
Very
Wars
done.
We
is
don't have another
over.
one.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
canceled.
Mike.
Right.
Your Mike Spencer in poker is on.
Oh,
In
really?
the poker.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Now it's off.
Yeah, we're telling you. So in Casino Royale, they call him Le Chiffre, right? They just say, "Oh yeah, Le Chiffre," blah blah blah. But then like when you have Ernst Stavro Blofeld played by Christoph Waltz. Christoph Waltz loves to show how much he knows other languages, and he
He sure
overpronounce certain things. So when he's all like,
That's
"It was me,
gaslighting.
James Le Chiffre," like he like overpronounces Le Chiffre's name, which I think is I always remember that because he says it Inspector. He just leans into the
Inspector
Frenchness
Gadget.
of it.
Yeah, he does say.
When's the new
Inspector
James
Gadget.
Bond movie coming out? When's it coming out now? Like
Never.
November. Well, it's supposed to be It was supposed to be November of 20. No, it was supposed to be
2012.
2012.
Let me look it up. No Time to Die.
Yeah,
I will
It
pay.
was
No
actually
Time to
supposed
Die.
to come out in 2013. It's supposed to be
No
the
Time to Die. It seems like it's pretty dead.
second movie.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in November of 2020, and then now it's released by on October 2021.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
Terrible.
I'm gonna
I
say
need-
something brave and controversial, and that is I do not like the theme song. I don't think it's a good one.
Well, you're
Well, all
wrong.
theme songs sound the same, so
Who does it? Who does
It's Billie Eilish.
I guess I haven't heard it then.
They turned down one from Mark Ronson, which is his second in a row. They turned down one that he made for Quantum of Solace with Amy Winehouse.
Mhm.
And now look at
Oh,
that
yeah,
egg on
and-
there.
well, and also for Quantum of Solace, they actually wrote one with Shirley Bassey singing again, and they turned that down for Jack White and Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
So they rejected two really good ones for like a really mediocre Bond theme.
right.
That sucks.
Which also a lot of Quantum. I mean, what's it called? No Time to Die. No, fuck. Casino Royale had the great thing of they used the theme, of the title song in the film, like as a theme. They did that with like Goldfinger. They did that with Thunderball. You know,
Yeah.
I think they did it with.
It's a shame
with,
the theme was the Wii
From Russia
Sports
with
one.
Love. Yeah, and then with Quantum, they didn't do that, and then of course with Skyfall, they didn't do that. Even though Skyfall's chords are just a James Bond theme.
I really would have. I wish they said the words of the song in the movie more.
Yeah.
You know, I really wish there was a moment where Daniel
Like they
Craig
sang the
goes,
song in the
like
movie.
the sky fall.
I wish in the like James Bond like theme, like the thing that like just the score, they had that. I wish that had lyrics.
What we need is a
Yo,
James
I
Bond
wish the
musical.
only lyric
Yeah.
was James Bond or James Bond.
I wish the only lyrics was James.
James Bond.
It's like a
He
Perry the
says
Platypus.
Bond. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, cold open over now. Welcome everyone to Style Direction, a menswear gaming night without the stuffiness.
We love to game.
I am one of your hosts, Ethan M. Wong.
And I'm your other host, Spencer.
Right.
Big S, as they
Of
call me.
course, you can see
Big
we are
S.
joined by producer MJ.
Right
Hello.
There.
We got the punk rock master himself, Jason Santagon.
Hey.
There you go. We got
I am the punk
got-
rock master.
we got the
My Cobra Kai name.
I'm trying to think. I don't know how. I guess during fits they say they probably write the stuff down before because I can't think of introductions. I was just say
He doesn't
the
improv them.
He riffs them.
the fivest and bluiest Kiyoshi.
Sure.
Thought of that just now.
There he is.
There
Yeah.
he is.
There he is. He's 5.
5 in the blue.
That's right. And then you've got
That's
The Boys
the
in
only
Blue.
blue eye back.
you got The Anglophile himself, Ivan.
Yep, that's me, the train boy.
Train boy.
Okay,
Train
I could have said the Anglophile train conductor. But I
Ivan the
didn't.
tank engine.
I'm saying it now. I gotta invert and go back.
You gotta invert.
Right.
We gotta put our thing down to reverse it.
But we are normally a what do you call it? Menswear stream. But on Wednesdays we play video games. And what greater video game than the one of poker?
I've said before.
Is poker a video game?
It's the original video game. I'm messing with the auto frame,
Yeah,
which I like very much, because it just keeps my head really big, right in the middle.
I mean, that's really what your
That's
head
all
is
you need.
to your body, right?
My head's not in the middle.
Oh.
It's up top.
Monkey in the middle.
Just kidding. It's not on me either.
Okay.
Are you gonna be able to huh?
What?
Am I gonna what?
I'm starting the game now. If anyone has any
Game of poker?
menswear stuff, drop it in here. Any spicy hot takes, any questions, put them in the chat, and we'll play poker. Or you can watch us, just fuck it up here and see if Kiyoshi doesn't win like he always does every
Watch me
single
lose the
fucking
house.
time.
I lost last time. I mean, I got second place, but I didn't win.
What I mean, leading up to it, you.
It's my turn, is it?
It is.
So it is.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Is that what you sound like when you play Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's what I play when that's what I sound like when I play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Wait, I'm
It's
pulling out my
my
pot of
turn,
greed
isn't
for
it?
another. I get another. I need to get another card in my hand,
My
right?
whole bit in Yu-Gi-Oh is that I never know when my turn is. I'm just so confused about the rules of the
That's
game.
right.
It's like it has to be your turn. There's only two of us here, man.
I'm the
Come
worst.
on.
I'm the worst Yu-Gi-Oh player of all time, and somehow I've
You're
made
like,
it.
sir, this is a
Turn
Magic the
it.
Gathering card.
Yeah.
Yugi. What card should I use? I don't know what any of these do.
I can't read.
I can't read.
Yugi, I know that you're my opponent, but I would really appreciate it.
Hey Yugi. Do you guys see those TikToks of all those people?
No.
Like, oh, such and such said this, and then like it's a picture, and they go, "Hey, it's me, fucking Hank Green."
Oh, I did see that where it's all like,
Yeah.
the one I saw was like, hey guys, I got some information. I mean, as much as we all loved Hank Green and he's canceled, I got this crazy video to show you guys. I'm sorry, trigger warning, obviously, but here it is. I'm Frank. I'm Hank Green. There's no such fucking thing as space. What are you fucking idiots out there? It's like, so
Yeah.
good. I was dying.
Or
There's
when it's
that
like,
one
hey,
where it
you're
was like,
dying?
"Hey, I'm Sofia Vergara."
I hope you're okay.
The one that I
Oh.
saw was like, "Do you want to hear my Danny DeVito impression?" I'm Danny DeVito over here.
Anything you do.
That's one of my favorite things.
It's
Like,
Oh
Ooh.
shit! First
No,
round,
you're not poor
winner,
anymore.
Two
winner.
pair. I'll give you two
two
of
pair, I got
something.
two pairs right
Two
here.
of these
I ate
nuts.
2 apples just now.
They're in my
One and
pants. Okay,
two.
I think
You just now ate 2 apples, like in the
Yeah.
span of this hand.
Oh, like no, right before stream.
Oh,
Did you eat
that's a
them,
lot
like,
of apples.
2 apples
personally.
back to back?
Yeah.
Bitch!
No, all right.
Were they
quick,
sliced, or did you
yeah.
just like?
No, I just
Yeah.
ate them.
You,
Did you
you
have-
did so
okay.
that 2 apples unsliced back
did
to
you
back.
did you plan on eating
Yeah.
both of them back to back? So like, did you? My question is, when you went to the pantry, did you grab 2 apples, or did you get
Listen,
one
I was
apple,
hungry
eat
and
it,
I did not
then
feel
walk
like making
back?
something.
Okay,
Yeah,
These are questions we need to know, though, Ivan.
I just
Like,
want to know about your food.
These
I've
supply.
never-
we
2
need to
apples
know.
back to back, not
Yeah.
sliced. That's a lot. That just it feels like a lot more apples.
Well, because
than
your
it
hands
is.
You
your
guys
hands
make me
gotta
feel
be
like
so
weirdos.
sticky right now. I like apples.
I'm
I
kind of cramped.
I
There's
will
probably-
usually eat. I will have an apple a day because I hate
Yeah.
going to the doctor.
Hey,
So-
going to the doctor.
I
Yeah, how
will
many
typically
apples
eat
do I
an
need to
apple,
eat?
but never back to back. Again, your hands just get too sticky. Maybe I'm
Wash your
sensitive to
hands.
sticky hands.
I mean, I've eaten probably like a couple apples if they're sliced. Like a nice little on a plate with maybe like some peanut butter or something. But
Ew.
I've never eaten like
You eat
you know,
apples
yeah.
with peanut butter?
I
Fruit.
eat apples with
It's
peanut
a
butter.
classic combination.
That's like literally the
Delicious.
most. What do you eat them with? Just your bare
Nothing.
hands, apparently. You
Fuck.
animal.
Nice.
Should have known.
It just seems like one, it's gonna hurt your jaw.
I have
two-
strong teeth.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm fucking.
I used to be so afraid of the
guy
apple
Chompers
core
over here drinking milk.
because I remember someone was like,
I actually
"Oh,
don't like
eat-"
milk.
What were you afraid about? Like,
No,
what was
someone
the-
was like, "Don't eat the core; it's poison." And I was like, like this whole center of an apple is just poison."
It's just the moment you get too far, all cyanide.
Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be very careful with this. Like, I never got all the way down to the core, you know. I always left some buffer.
It's like
Well, you know what's
literally
really-
millimeters, right?
Yeah,
You must have been had your mind blown when the slicer has like the core
What's,
in it. It's so much more apple to eat.
exactly.
What's
I'm like,
funny is I had the same thing with the seeds of watermelon. Like that was kind of a big one for me.
Yeah.
Where like if you swallow it, you're gonna like it wasn't even like,
Gonna
oh,
grow
you're gonna
inside of
grow.
you.
It's not gonna grow. No, it's gonna be like you're gonna burst open full of like vines. Like it was more. It was
Oh
more.
my God.
visceral.
Like that one
It's like
cartoon.
a-
think I
that's
got-
horrifying.
Well, I
that
mean,
one.
I guess
Well,
that is
I-
like sort of like that's right. That's the next step, right? If you're impregnated with a watermelon, it has to go somewhere.
I'm
well, like,
sure
it's-
that there's
it's like-
there's got to be
burst
stuff
out
on
of you
DeviantArt that we
style.
can find about this.
Oh my God!
Oh, there is.
Let's not.
Trust me, there is. I know.
No, because
Oh,
so
because he
I don't
searches it
I
out.
don't
He searches
I don't
two
know
girls,
how versed
two
you
apples.
guys are with the lore of Indiana Jones, but there is like just like Star Wars, there was like a Marvel Comics run of it, and I have some of the anthology ones of Indiana Jones. And in one of them, they fight druids, and druids are connected to like the forest and everything. And as execution, they would make you like drink and like they would like give you some sort of potion, and then to execute you, the potion would make the vines grow from inside out, like from your body, and
That's
it
so
would
good.
just like tear through you.
It's a bad
Um,
thing to happen.
Yikes. That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
when
the
like
one from the Spear of Destiny, the one of the spear that pierced Jesus' side.
Hmm.
that's
If
kind
I
of like
was
when
Indiana
when people would
Jones,
say, "Go ahead."
At that, if I was Indiana Jones at that point, I would say, you know what? I'm going back to college. I'm just
I'm going
gonna,
back to
I'm
college.
just gonna be professor.
I'm going
Yeah.
to
I don't want vines growing out of me.
No thanks. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound.
Yeah, the comics of Indiana Jones are really good. Oh, Jason, what's your story? Tell us your story.
Oh yeah. Well, I was saying that's like when they used to like in
What's
like
going on, dude?
olden times
Give it
where
up,
they would
Ethan.
lay people down over like a piece of bamboo and like let it grow through them.
Yeah,
It's bad.
What did you have?
That's a long time that you gotta be invested.
You know that was
You
that
gotta
was
be
really
invested.
long time ago.
Well,
Yeah.
I think no, they use
Well,
like a
bamboo
very
grows
specific,
like an inch a day.
yeah, very
so, like,
specific kind
slow,
of bamboo
but-
that grows super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like to the extent that you die, right?
Oh yeah, but it's supposed to be
Mythbusters did a
slow
whole
painful
episode
death.
about this.
Yeah, they would like
Yeah.
they would place it so it would like go through your chest.
Right. Because it's like it
Yeah.
has to go through your muscles and your bones, and then.
Oh
into,
yeah,
like,
it's
your
probably very
organs.
painful.
Yeah,
For sure.
probably.
Did it actually work?
I don't
bet.
know. Ask the dead people.
Okay.
Evidently,
Dead speak.
I kept using it.
I mean, if you left someone outside long enough, they're gonna die. So
Yeah. I mean,
was
so
it
is it?
either way,
Yeah,
right?
is it exposure or is it the bamboo?
bamboo. I mean, this
Yeah.
is ancient times, so a bee could sting them and they could die from like typhoid
they-
or something.
You could
That's how
they could
typhoid can
be
spread.
step on the wrong thing in the forest and get.
That's it. That's you're it. Your bloodline's gone.
Yeah.
Everything's gone.
Speaking of lore, today's
Whoops,
the
you ate the wrong day.
76th anniversary of the Railway series.
Yeah, that is
like-
speaking of lore.
Yeah.
I love that.
Is that Thomas the Tank Engine lore? Give us the
Yeah.
Thomas the Tank Engine lore.
All right, what do you want to hear? There's a lot.
Where
back to
where
the-
did
to the
Tank
10th
Engine
century.
come from?
10th century? There
Have
weren't
you-
trains back then.
Oh.
No, but like the history
Are
of
they-
the island.
Are they fucking?
No,
Is-
they're built by people.
Does the
Are there
island
humans
have
in this?
magical
not
properties
like
that allow
cars,
the
right?
trains to live?
Yeah, are they built like, at what point do they become conscious? Like
And
When
like
they're steamed up.
obviously.
are so
Okay,
wait.
okay.
I
That
guess
that
my
makes sense.
question is in the Thomas the Tank Engine universe are sentient trains, are those unusual?
Sexually active.
Or
Trains?
are train cars, whatever the engines?
Locomotives?
Sure, whatever the train. Yes. If a random person saw Thomas, would he be scared, or would he say that's normal for trains to talk and have a
I'm
face?
terrified.
It's normal.
Okay, so all trains are like that in the Thomas
Well,
universe.
okay, so they don't leave the island though, right?
They
Or
do.
they? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So there's
It's,
a whole
it's right.
world.
It's
there's a
right
whole
next to
world
England.
going on here. Oh,
It's right
shoot,
next to
I forgot.
England and the
There's
Isle of Man.
planes that are
Okay, here's
like
my
people.
question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kiyoshi.
There's planes that are Thomasy.
Like the movie planes.
With
Like
JJ the jet plane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is he in the Thomas universe?
No,
Oh,
it's a different cartoon.
okay. Well,
My
I wasn't
question
sure.
is,
Maybe
what
it was
the
a spin-off.
No.
It's like how planes.
Are you kidding me, Spencer?
Yeah.
Can any of the locomotives die?
Yes, they can be
Yeah,
scrapped.
so
Actually, there's an image. Oh crap! If we were
They're
playing poker right now, I would show.
A graphic
There's
image.
there's an engine executioner.
Oh, when you,
There
yeah,
is,
when you
there
say,
is
yeah,
in
when
the
you
books.
say when you say
It's
scrapped,
horrible.
that
Can they
means
kiss?
that's execution. That is
Literally cut up.
Yeah.
ending their lives. They don't.
And they were live
well,
for
it's
that
like
too,
in-
though, right? I assume they don't like.
Oh,
they
they
don't
are.
like.
They
They
are.
don't put them down.
They don't
Well, it's
put
like
them
in
down.
Cars 2, right, where they like bring out like the engine block of like the car that they killed or whatever.
And there's a whole deleted scene where he goes into a car graveyard.
Yeah,
And I'm about to send it in the Discord.
we need to watch Cars 2.
That's a great
Yeah,
movie.
hell yeah, we do.
We need more Cars lore.
Banner, bow, banner, bow.
And those cars definitely fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you're trying to get at. With
Hey,
the-
hey! I mean,
trains.
remember,
And that tailpipe.
doesn't Sally? Yeah, Sally has a fucking tramp stamp.
She
Okay,
does. She's a whore.
But that doesn't imply anything about the sexuality of cars. That just
okay. Well, first off, okay,
Alright, they definitely flash, and they flash. Their
okay.
headlights.
That's true.
Only-
That's,
well, you
that's
should-
evidence of- okay.
yeah. But also, I was gonna say, tramp stamps are there for viewing pleasure when you hit it from the back. So, like that's
Is that
so,
what they're for?
if not, if
for the
they're not
art.
there, then why have it? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right, everything's for Ethan's pleasure.
Yeah. Every outfit is there for my
Can't stop,
critique.
won't
Every tattoo is for Ethan to say that's hot or not. That's just what it is.
I like the
Alright, I
website.
might-
Someone's
My
gonna
tattoo's
isolate
hot.
that clip and be like Ethan the misogynist or something.
Ethan's
Yeah.
a misogynist, yeah.
And then
Cancel
hot or not
Ethan.
is.
But
you're
then you
getting
have
into
to.
very
Oh shit!
Mark
then you have to
Zuckerberg
use a-
territory over here.
Yeah, you have to then post on Instagram how it's not
Hey.
all Ethan's.
What's that
What I
paradox
love-
where if you replace a broom, the broomstick?
The ship. It's the ship.
Okay, does that apply to
Um,
cars? Because when
I mean, it
Lightning
could.
McQueen crashed in Cars 3, he was like all beaten up.
Well,
Same
I
thing.
think that only
Bang,
that
bang.
only applies when the thing is not sentient. You know what I mean? Because like
Are there non-sentient cars in Cars? Or are they all?
no, they're all sentient.
How did they
There's some
find
dead
out
cars.
that they can take the engine out of something?
Well, they just exist. You can't
My-
think too hard about
Honestly,
it.
the
you know?
one.
Where were they born?
like
Yeah,
in
where's the
Veggie Tales,
soul
they don't
of the
they don't
car
say they
located?
came from the farm. They never say that. They just exist, man. Like at what point does Junior Asparagus turn into Dad Asparagus? Does he get bigger? Well, he's already cut, right? So he's not connected to the vine to the root anymore. You can't.
So,
You can't.
so he's circumcised. That's nice. Good to know.
Or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Or
that's it.
like how Laura Carrot's a baby carrot, but baby carrots are just a variety of carrot. It's not.
Yeah,
Honestly, the only
exactly.
thing I want to know about the Cars universe, and like I bet that they will answer this in like some dumb short film on Disney Plus or whatever one day, is what were things like you know,
Pre-vegetables.
like 19th century when there were no cars.
Yeah.
I will take if they just cut back to like a flashback of medieval times and it's like carriage, a talking carriage.
Everyone's a
take it.
carriage.
Like I'll just
Yeah.
take it, like whatever the
Yeah.
I'd be
equivalent
I'd
mode
be
of
super into that,
transportation
Well,
was. that's what people were, that I'll take it.
You
I
go
just want
far
to know.
enough back that eventually.
Okay, well, first off, I mean,
Or was
it's
everyone just like those very early, like mid 19th century, like locomotives for?
Well, I think maybe the Big Bang for them happened, and that's the 19th, right? For
Yeah.
that's when it started. Was those cars, not
like the 18th.
There
I mean,
was
you
no
can't
medieval
you
time
can't
period.
do this to any you can't do this to anything because it's like what about like the movie Robots, right?
Oh.
Like what happened
We're
there
fucking
before?
doing it.
Well, no,
You know?
I can kind of
In
imagine
robots,
that
they
because it
clearly
would
killed
just
all the
be
people.
no, it would
Well,
just
what
be
about
like
the theory
robots.
that,
It would
like,
just continue to
all
be
the-
robots. But like cars are like I don't know, cars are different. I'm just saying. I just
They
want.
built-
What's the difference between a car and a robot?
I don't know. Cars are like robots are human shaped.
Robots eventually are going to be able to.
What?
Have
Well,
sex
robots
with
follow
I mean,
programming.
hey, well,
I mean, the
first
difference-
off,
okay, the difference-
Spencer, not every robot in the robots universe is human shaped. First off,
Okay,
so,
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
think
Some
Yeah,
of them
big
are car
world.
shaped.
I don't know. I mean, it's like
I haven't seen
there's
robots.
just more fantasy involved with robots because we do not have like other than the Honda thing that isn't really anything but like a marketing tool. We don't have like bipedal robots like that, and we have many cars.
But we do have that dog thing that MIT made.
What about
Yeah.
animatronics?
So-
Like
FNAF.
we've got controllable animatronics.
Are animatronics considered robots though?
Okay,
Well,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, they
I
Because they
think-
follow
they are.
programming.
They-
That's
Are
what
there's
they
a
robots do.
difference.
humans?
I don't understand how you can say that there's no difference narratively
Do we
if
get-
all your
do we get to
people
put it
are
down?
human-shaped robots, or versus all your people just being cars. I mean, yeah, it's different.
No,
I
no,
mean,
they're
I
not
just wanna
different
know
because
why they got
because
dump
both
trucks.
of these things require some kind of event to happen beforehand. Like how you can't have caveman robots, right? Like that's impossible.
Okay,
Just
well,
like you
no, I
can't
mean,
have
the main difference
caveman
is, like, I
cars.
can imagine in my head what a theoretical medieval robot would look like. I can't
And
imagine...
you can't imagine a medieval. You can't imagine a wooden thing with wheels.
I mean, I
Okay,
guess
but
I
here,
just
let's
want to
be
know.
honest here.
I just want to know what they look
The
like. I
real-
want Pixar to show me. This is all I
The
want.
real
I
thing
want
I wanna see
confirmation
from
from
Pixar-
Pixar.
The thing is, Spencer. The thing is, you already have old versions of cars throughout history. You don't have old versions of automatons. Like
Okay,
that's
okay.
I mean, you kind of
crazy
like,
new.
I mean, I think Da Vinci or
Wheels
something did
wheels have
sketches of it or
existed
whatever.
before like toys, man.
I
I'm-
hypothesized this earlier that they were
You're
just
really going in
whatever
on
the
this. It's
equivalent
not a
of
big
cars
deal.
were before.
Jesus.
All I'm saying is I want
Content.
Pixar to tell me for sure.
Listen,
I just want to
there's a
know if
theory going
history
around that.
began at in 1830, or if they were just whatever four-wheel thing was at the time.
Yeah, well, we deserve to know why. Oh shit! I won again.
Stop
We
winning.
deserve to see the short of the car Holocaust.
They did. There is
Can't-
a
can't
car
say that
World War
one.
II.
There, a car World War II had to happen.
Well, no,
Yeah, 'cause
they
SARS
show like a
exists.
scene
'Cause-
of
yeah,
Car
exactly.
World War II in one of the Planes movies.
It's kind of like how was it a little tangent, but there's a character in Pokemon. His name is Lieutenant Surge, right? So that would have to mean that there's been a Pokemon war. So
Yeah.
is that
I mean, yeah.
is that people fighting with Pokemon or against Pokemon?
Isn't
that
there-
Well, what
I
do you
mean,
think?
right,
What do you think
and
people
control
said
them.
about Star Wars in episode
And-
4 when someone goes like, "What the hell are the Clone Wars? Are we fighting with clones? Are we fighting a bunch of clones?" You know, and
And
they
then
didn't have an
found
answer
out
for like 30 years.
they were
So-
fighting
okay.
with
Yeah, but there's a
clones
VW
against
van.
robots.
That guy's a VW van. VW is a Volkswagen. There had to be a car World War II.
Oh,
Oh, welcome.
yeah, because
and I
you
need
told
to
me
see the
there was
pseudo documentary
you
about it.
also have Professor Zundap, who is kind of like a Nazi scientist kind of a thing, right? So it's implied, that
I need a pseudo documentary, like a mockumentary in the Cars universe.
Yeah, but
about
also like
Cars
think
World War II.
isn't there a car in Radiator Springs that's like super old?
yeah,
the
she's
black
like a
one.
Model T.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she was built in like what 1900? What?
I mean, the Model
Well, I
T
mean,
was
it's like-
produced for like 1910 or something until 1927. I'm probably getting the dates wrong. Don't sue me, Ford Corporation.
Well,
already on
what's actually kind of funny is the real question here is, at what point are you born, right? Like do you come out as like a
That's
like
what
a
I was
ti- as
wondering.
like a
That's what I'm
tiny-
always wondering too.
Yeah.
Because like,
Do you come out like as a tiny car,
Mhm.
or do you come out as like
Come out
a
of
full
what?
car, but you've got the mind of a 4-year-old? The factory, bro. The factory. All right.
I
The
mean,
factory.
Who runs the factory? The cars?
Well,
Who runs the
yeah.
factory?
Well,
Where did those cars come from?
Well, what do you think? What about the movie Robots, man? They get shipped a baby. Who ships
We're
them?
not
Who?
talking about robots. We're talking about
Santa.
cars.
Santa ships
It's
the
the
baby.
same thing.
I can't speak
Well,
to the movie
it's
robots.
like
I haven't
it's like
seen it.
this, right? If you had a car and your car had a birthday, would it be the day you bought it, or would it be the day the car was manufactured in the factory?
It'd be the
Oh,
day
okay.
that the car
was
came out of its
manufactured.
well,
mom
the day
car's
you bought it
trunk.
would be your anniversary. The day it was manufactured would be your birthday.
Do
Right.
you view
Yeah.
the day that you bought it as the day that you imbued life and meaning into the car because it's associated with the human being?
Ooh. This
Or
a
does
very
it, like,
life
does the
begins at
minute that, like,
conception? This
is really
Like,
just the third.
This is some
it's like-
bonus content, man.
This
Yeah,
is a
this
bonus
is like-
podcast episode right here.
There's a
It's just-
theory that says that all the
Flip it.
Pixar movies are in one universe.
You splurt
like,
out
I hate
when-
that theory.
of the exhaust pipe with motor
So-
oil afterbirth. It sounds like a
Oh,
very
God.
truck.
That's
Wait,
so
that's
do they
Kansas
need-
Breeze song?
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, wait, how is the oil crisis
we,
of the
we
1970s?
can't. We probably can't play it, but look up.
I'll put it in
Texas-
live
What is
later.
it? What's the states?
Memphis,
So what do you
Kansas
think
United
happens
States.
with like the gas
Breeze.
crisis? You know, in the
Wait,
Drop it
so
in
what
the-
what
drop it in
happened?
the Twitch
Oh,
chat,
you know,
too.
well, first off, one of the things I know is that when you freeze gas, it becomes gelatinous.
That's true.
That's
when you
something
freeze
I- that's something
gas,
I
it
should know.
becomes
That's a fact.
gelatinous.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah. That's why I freeze all my gas. Free Jello.
Have you
And
guys,
if you
you guys
hoard gas,
seen the
it turns into
pictures
And it
Garbage.
smells good.
of the people hoarding gas?
Yeah, in bags,
Yeah.
bags.
Which that's gonna dissolve. That's not good.
You good, Kiyoshi?
Yeah, exactly.
And like, yeah.
Is
And
it just
everyone's
like a Ziploc bag or like a
No, they just had them in like
Like a-
garbage bags.
like a shopping bag? Oh no!
My brother posted this thing on Facebook, and he was like,
Oh, I got a
He's like-
straight.
he's like, oh, if they can hack a
Sorry,
pipeline,
Ivan.
they can hack a voting machine. And I'm like, that's not what happened. But okay.
Sorry, like what?
Like, that's not at all what happened. And like, oh, Biden's pushing the gas prices up. I'm like, I don't think you understand economics.
Well,
And,
actually, Jason, it's because pipelines run on a paper ballot system. That's why it's so.
oh shit!
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. There
That's
we
why
go.
all those hanging chads.
God,
Jesus
I was banking.
Christ.
I was banking on that last one, dude. I was like, please give it to me, and I did it.
thing
God, I dipped out.
didn't take. Yeah,
Oh my god, I've been like folding all night.
You know,
And then I've
everyone's
been,
saying they're like, oh,
putting my cards down.
I would run that.
How'd they get hacked? I bet you they're running on Windows 95,
Yeah.
just like the
Yeah, they-
Pentagon was.
they're just outdated and
It's
and-
like the Nathan for You, the robot that was gonna take off his pants was running on Windows 95.
Yeah. Remember that
Windows-
Nathan for You episode where he does the magic trick where he has to like get out of the handcuffs
That's
before he
it.
gets
That's the
pants in front of
episode.
children? Oh, that's in that same episode?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the episode. So if for I guess those of you in chat or those of you here who haven't seen it, Nathan for You in the first season has an episode called what is it? The Hook of Shame or something? The Arm of Shame? Let me look it up. Nathan for You Claw of Shame. There it is. It's called the
Who's in
Claw
my
of Shame. So Nathan performs a daring escape in which he risks a fate that is truly worse than death. Becoming a registered sex offender. So in this trick, he is handcuffed to a post, and he has to uncuff himself before a robot pulls down his pants and underwear and exposes him to children.
And
There's
there's
a police officer standing
there's a
by.
flash standing by just to make sure that he can't, doesn't run away or anything. Like he is arrested immediately.
Yeah, so the whole episode is him preparing for this trick, and in the end, I'm glad to say he pulls it off. He is not becoming.
He pulls off his
He
pants.
pulls off his pants.
Well, no.
I know,
Wait, they do pull
kids
off
were
his
actually
pants.
there
Do
when
get
I-
pulled
that's
off, but
great.
not his underwear. He dropped the lockpick at one point, so it was kind of scary.
Kind of
Do
spooky.
you think there was actually kids
Suspenseful.
there for them to like
There
actually
was.
arrest?
No, you got to watch the episode. It's
I haven't seen the whole thing.
No, I'm pretty sure those kids were CGI.
No, I just mean like if they were filmed at a different time.
I think they were. I'm pretty sure they were all there,
Ooh, nice Kiyoshi.
and it's also so
Crazy,
funny.
man.
That they like show the parents where who agreed to let their children take part in this. They do a whole interview with them.
Gotta get
Wouldn't
that
that
check.
make the parents like accessories to this? In theory,
You know, show
Yeah,
business
what-
is
yeah,
complicated.
negligence, like
Glad we
forcing
didn't
your
have to
children.
For that.
because they would have to sign a release, but like the release would mean that they
At the
knew
end
that
of the
this is a
day, they
possibility
knew
and
they
endangered
were
the
gonna-
child.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
some of the legal stuff on Nathan For You always seemed a little sketchy, at least. So
Dubious.
you
I don't think it
do
was
we know a
supposed to.
lawyer? Do we know a lawyer?
Is there a lawyer?
I know a guy who's good in
Is it
bird.
Matt Wags?
Yeah, I know a guy in Philadelphia who knows bird law, but that's about it.
Philadelphia.
Well, all I know is that when you
Philadelphia
freeze
cream cheese.
gas, it becomes gelatinous.
That is true.
I only know gas law and horse law, honestly.
Horse
Well,
law.
let's hear some horse
And
law.
I can't
What do you got?
practice them at the same time.
Oh well, thank
Any
God.
maritime law folks in our
Too landlocked, sorry.
Too landlocked.
You're a crook, Captain Hook. I will throw the book at
I'm
the
sure that's
pirate.
Man, I love Arrested Development.
R.I.P. Jessica Walters.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Let's get some F's in the chat for Jessica
Man.
Walters.
Why does it feel so long ago, but it actually really wasn't?
It was not
It was
long
like
ago.
last week.
2 months
It
ago.
was last. It wasn't
Yeah.
last week.
It feels like
It was like
last
it was like
It was
1
today.
month ago.
Yeah,
Show
what I'm
some damn
saying.
respect, honestly.
Let's have a moment of silence for Jessica Walters.
Okay,
Compelling.
I don't know why I
Alright,
put my hand up like that.
Put you on the street.
just feeling the spirit, you know.
You're feeling this.
I
I was
feel
Why do I have a
the
martini all of a
spirit.
sudden?
If there is a God, it was her. So God's dead.
How do you guys feel about the rumors that Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is the villain of the the last Spider-Man movie?
I would love it.
It's all connected. Bring it all back.
I would be happier if Sam Raimi just came back to direct it at this point. That would just be hilarious. If they were like, could you just remake like
It's the big
Spider-Man
reveal
one? Oh.
at the end. At the beginning, it's gonna say a Sam Raimi film.
Yeah.
Big reveal.
Or it's like everybody's in on it, right? It's like, by the way,
What I'm sad about is we have to wait like 4 years before we get fucking Fantastic Four, man. Like I've
Fan
been,
four stick.
I've been wanting that for like
Okay, listen.
forever.
You've gotten like 6 Fantastic Four movies. It's not my fault they're not good.
You telling me you don't like Fantastic? The movie where they slashed the budget before they could film any of the fun stuff?
yeah, that was rough, wasn't it?
Word up.
Damn
Oh man,
Word
that's
up.
crazy.
Yeah, you gotta love that
My-
slashing the budget
my-
before the good
my-
stuff.
My girlfriend calls Eric Andre the Bird Up Show because that's all she's seen of it.
That's all she's seen.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
enough, right? I think
That's what it is, right?
that explains
There's
it, right?
nothing else.
It is
Well, because
the-
I always
the worst
I tend to
color.
reference this is what my real voice sounds like a lot,
good
but
one.
she has no idea what's going on.
What's our favorite Hannibal Buress? Or sorry, not Hannibal Buress, but just Eric Andre things.
I like the Lizzo skit they did this year.
Oh, Ron,
Yeah.
Oh,
oh, you bembe. Dude, that's
Black
one of my favorites.
Scientologist.
I don't know how. I mean, it is problematic, but I don't know
It's
how.
like well, it's
I
like
like
because
the
it's goofing on the Black Israelites. So I don't know if that makes
Yeah.
it any better.
I like the one where he eats like the paste that they used to put up signs on the wall.
I like when he
Poster?
I like when he
Wheat paste?
Wheat paste, yeah.
I like the one where he is completely blind. He's like wearing the glasses. And he's holding like a missing dog sign, and he walks up to someone and he says, "Excuse me, have you seen my dog?" And he or no, and like the dog's right behind him, and she says, "Yeah, he's right there." And then he pulls off the glasses, and there's skin covering his eyes, and he just says, "Describe him to me."
Yeah, there's also the one where it's all like, "Hey, can you take this picture?" or something like that, and he's like, "Yeah," and he like rips it off. I think there's two. Is there two versions of that?
Well, no, the one he in that one he's like doing paparazzi shots, and like people are waiting for him to finish taking his photos, and when he finishes, he puts the camera down, and he's a cyclops.
That's the one. What does he say? What does he say?
I think he just screams.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Have you seen the Eric Andre like movie that just came out?
No.
I had it straight.
Aw.
Eric.
That movie's amazing because they got Tiffany Haddish in it before she was famous.
Yeah. When did they film that?
Nice.
John took her straight, Kiyoshi.
Straight to the bank.
Hurts.
I kept thinking
So
Tuesday.
he says pay the toll.
Oh, pay the toll.
Yeah,
That's good.
that's pretty good.
You guys watch Always Sunny?
Yeah, it's a good show.
I constantly keep telling people I'm the trash man. I really hope other people watch that show.
Oh.
Sound insane.
So after he says pay the toll, the guy like sticks around like watch him, and he just screams. He just goes ah, and oh man, it's so good.
Gotta pay the troll toll to see the boys' hole.
Mason, I think you probably do the best DeVito out of all of us.
Thank you.
We should watch the Eric Andre
Because he's short, right?
Netflix movie. That was good.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not that
Your words,
short.
not
I
mine,
am
Ivan.
worldwide average. Danny DeVito is like 4 or 5.
How about Mr. Worldwide Average?
I'm Mr. Worldwide
How
Average.
tall is Pitbull?
I have a feeling he's not
He's
that
3
tall.
feet and 5 inches.
He's 3
Oh
feet
my God.
5. He's a little guy.
He is 5'7". Oh shit!
Hey,
I'm Mr. Worldwide height.
You're Mr. Worldwide Average.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide Average right here. Call me Pitbull.
Okay, Pitbull.
Okay, no, I don't like that.
Sorry, Pitbull.
Pitbull. Bad pitbull.
Okay,
Pitbull.
Pimple?
Mr.
Pitbull.
Worldwide right here, Mr. 305.
What are we doing?
Pitbull
What
the
are
other
we
day. He has a song where he brags about going to a hotel, a motel, and a Holiday Inn, which, number 3 is not as good.
Well, Holiday Inn, doesn't that partner with
One more
SpongeBob?
Ratchet,
What's there's like a T.I. song too that references the Holiday Inn, isn't it? I got the Holiday Inn.
That's the one. I think that's probably like the
I
one
thought
they're
that was
both on.
ludicrous.
Is it ludicrous?
That is, I mean, the song is ludicrous.
How did you win off a pair?
I don't think
It's
ludicrous says
crazy.
it though in the song. I don't know. What is the obsession with the Holiday Inn? I've been to one and it's not that nice.
I mean, every day's a holiday.
And it's not though.
I feel like it's some sort of awful like trap house thing we have no idea about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like hotels to begin with.
You're just like, let me stay at home.
Let me
Is MJ AFK
I
right now?
spent all this money on this apartment.
MJ might be AFK.
Oh my god. Yeah, I spent all this money in this apartment, and they were like, "Oh, stay in a hotel."
So
Where?
when do you?
Only if there's a complimentary breakfast.
Yeah, there never is anymore.
I want to have eggs that feel like folded cotton.
Or it's like it's complimentary, and it's like, "Oh, here's a dry bagel."
Yeah.
Is there a toaster? No. Is there cream cheese? No.
Here's
I
the
don't know.
world's worst
Maybe you got to go to a
pastry.
good hotel. Like I feel like
Well,
you got to go to a good.
I pay too much money in rent, so I'm not made of money. Actually, I don't pay that much money in rent. I have a good deal.
How much money you pay in rent? Reveal on the stream. Dox yourself.
I pay. No, I can't. Is my rent payment going to dox me?
Yeah, they're gonna
That's it. We're
figure
gonna be
out.
able to price
they're
you
gonna
out.
Yeah,
figure
they
out-
put it into a website that says put in your rent and we tell you where you live.
We tell you where you live. It's a BuzzFeed quiz, actually. I pay $2,000 for my 1 bedroom
Wait, total or for
total.
Just you?
Oh my god, no! I split it.
Holy!
So we pay $1,000 each.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well,
I have a big 1-bedroom apartment though. I have like one of the
Okay.
bigger, like I have a pretty big apartment.
How big is your place
Yeah,
compared
what
to Fred
square
Castleberry?
footage?
The square foot of my apartment is probably like 800 or 900 square feet.
Okay.
and you split it with the lady friend, right?
Yeah,
And the
I was gonna
cats.
say, if you have a
Do they
roommate,
pay
yeah,
rent?
no,
and the
we
2
gotta
cats.
find that.
Do the cats
Yeah,
pay
I don't
rent?
have a. I mean, I don't have a roommate in a 1-bedroom. That'd be.
The cats are
They
the
sleep
roommates.
on the couch.
Fuck
ass
that, you
every
can
night.
fuck that.
we sleep feet to feet.
That was one of my
What-
favorite
what?
bits in Scott Pilgrim, that they have to sleep in the same bed.
That's fun.
Oh, I love that movie so much.
Scott Pilgrim is a good movie.
But the older I get, I'm like, uh-oh, everyone in this movie's gonna
Yeah,
bang
she's hot
that.
as hell, man.
My
What's the
a
actress's
friend
name?
of mine, a friend of ours, has a really awful apartment in the financial district, and they pay like way too much. They pay like 3.5
Oh, God.
for their apartment, and it sucks.
3.5
Million.
bucks?
3,500.
The problem is they're in the financial district.
It literally is like the word, and they were like, "Oh, it's such a nice apartment," and we went, and I'm like, "This is terrible." There's like one window
That's
You get to
not
look
good.
at it like,
in
A
their like
dumpster.
bedroom, so like it doesn't. It's like it's one of those like railway
That's-
apartments.
Yeah.
It has a exposed brick wall, which I hate,
Hmm.
and then everything is white or gray.
Oh, that sucks,
You
man.
know, because they're minimal.
That
And I mean, you guys,
sucks. I hate
most of you guys
minimalism.
have seen pictures of my apartment, and I'm
Boring.
very maximal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
they're
mean, I
like,
think
shocking,
we're on
shocking
the
that
same-
the stream hates
We're in that
minimalism.
same
Right.
same page. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to have like all of like those Asian influencer houses where it's like a white rug on the ground with like
Everything's white. Or
I'm
like,
dirty.
everything's white.
I like the YouTuber houses that are like
All of
that.
Jason's stuff has to be black or brown because it's just covered in dirt.
Where it's
covered
like
in
People don't have
shit.
taste.
where it's like just a really shitty McMansion in LA.
McMansion?
mansion.
Would you
And
say
it's like-
McMansion?
Yeah, it's a McMansion, and it's just a
McDonald's.
really shitty McMansion in LA. There's like no decor. They just have
There's
a lot
no-
of trash everywhere. Just a
Yeah,
lot
there's
of
never
like
any
pizza
furniture.
boxes.
Spencer,
Empty house.
have you ever
yeah.
fucked with McMansion Hell?
Oh,
Ever
of
come
course.
across that Tumblr?
Of course, I love that.
Oh yeah,
Great.
man.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but-
fuck.
I've never been
Like,
inside a
literally,
McMansion,
anytime
but I've been to
that I-
McDonald's.
See like a house that has like basically more than 2 angles on its roof, I'm like, you're trash.
You're
Yeah, I mean,
trash.
it's like
It's
I live in Orange County. That's like we
Yeah,
have
I'm gonna
so many
burn this-
McMansions here, man.
That's like McMansion. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well, I
like
mean, that's how
Wow,
any
West Coast
any
is-
kind of suburb. If you don't live in a place with like a lot of land, any kind of like big house is going to be a version of a McMansion.
Mhm.
But what's so whack to me is like, if I
Except that
had
big
the
house.
money to
Yeah,
build a
big.
house, like why wouldn't you just build a fucking rectangle and it would be efficient and it would be cheap, it would be easy to build.
because
just drives me
people are
Well,
awful.
it's it's like those
And
things where
they have
they
bad
think that they
taste.
need like columns automatically make it like, oh, this is fancy. Like you can
Fancy.
have like a nice big house in the suburb, but
Ooh.
if you start using like mansion-y design details that are like scrunched up into something small, that's where it starts
Yeah,
to
if
get bad.
if the outside of your house looks like the inside of a cheesecake factory, you've gone wrong.
I just say, I mean, it's like there are a
So
lot of
close.
houses
'Cause
that
it's-
like the houses that like look like the model home in Arrested Development, which again, a lot of those in Orange County. I just can't stand those.
I think that's the joke in the rest of
yeah.
development.
I mean, it is, but it's like they
Well,
just got it
I mean,
down. And it's
it's-
so ugly.
It's one of those things, right, where like people just like the ideas of certain things, like, oh, they think they need a spiral staircase because that's what's
Right.
fancy, right? It's like it's a thing where I think a lot of menswear guys, or I forgot who I was talking to, maybe it's like a vintage person, but they were saying like, I'd rather have everyone wear men's warehouse suits instead of like what they want to wear because they think that at the very least they'll be wearing a suit, and I'm like, that's so bad. You'd rather have shitty dressed people than people who actually like what they're what they're actually wearing. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, that's based, baby.
That guy's definitely a virgin.
Oh man, I have a straight.
Oh,
I
come
said that. I didn't say that very good.
And the
No,
rich get
I
richer.
know, baby.
Eat the rich.
Oh.
Redistribute the wealth. in this
Thank
poker
God I
hand,
had
that
that ace, man. Thank God I had that ace.
Oh,
baby.
that ace.
Oh,
See, and here's the like on the way you were saying, they were like the guy just wants everyone to wear a suit regardless. Like people should like I'm from the camp of just let people wear what they want to wear. If they want to wear a suit, they don't have to wear a suit.
What
Like
I'm
we
saying,
like
man.
them, right? But it's like, yeah, you run into those guys.
I mean,
who are like, oh, men don't even know how to dress up anymore. Like, I don't care, honestly.
I want people to no. I want people to love what they wear as
I
much as
guarantee
I
it.
love wearing a suit. Whatever that feeling is, I want them to have that in whatever they're
I want
wearing.
them
If
to
they
love
don't,
what they wear as
that's
much
a
as they
separate
love it.
conversation.
I want them to feel
know?
loved.
Well, I don't.
I want them to
I
hate it.
Fucking
Every
hate
day
it.
they should feel
and hate
dread
it the
putting
whole
on their
time.
tie.
want you to look in the mirror and just be disgusted. That's how I feel. Most
I mean, that's me. Yeah.
Disgusting.
disgusting.
Stop
Back
doing
on the
this.
tangent a little bit about houses. I don't know if you guys have seen this dude that Mr. Porter just featured, this Douglas Friedman guy who lives out in Marfa, Texas. But I was looking at his house, and that's like it, the box. You want to live in a box in Marfa, man. That's the move.
Well, it's
I
funny
just wanna live in
because
my apartment.
Is that in the middle of nowhere?
in one of our friend group chats, a guy was like, "Hey, we could just have like shipping container houses, and we'll
Oh,
live
that's
out in the
right.
desert. We'll hook it up to with like internet and everything." And I'm like, "That's cool, but I want to able to like have a restroom in my house, and I
just-
also
He
want
described
to
it
live
as
in
like a
city."
gamer utopia, and I'm like, I don't want to live there.
Yeah.
A gamer utopia, so no women.
I want to live in a gamer
no women.
dystopia.
Well, he's gonna be married, right? So it's like he doesn't even
It
fucking
doesn't
care.
matter. At that
Oh, he's
point.
Mary
Yeah.
pilled.
He's Mary pilled. Is that what it's called when you get married? You took the marriage pill.
You took the Mary pill.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I took the wife
Can you
pill.
overdose?
Morpheus
white-
goes to every wedding, and
I'm
he's
wife
like,
pilled.
and then you swallow one and spit out a wedding ring.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
It's weird. Some say it's worth it.
man, I'm gonna wife pilled. That's what I'm just.
Finally.
I just love that phrase. I hope that someone puts it on an invitation.
Yeah. You're invited to watch us get wife
I'm
pilled.
about to take the wife pill, boys.
Yeah.
And do you take
Hello,
this?
make that
Do you
your
take this
wife
husband
advice.
pill?
for taking the wife pill?
Do you take this
You
wife
can-
pill? And they could have like little pills that you take.
Yeah. And then immediately just puts them down. It's cyanide.
It's cyanide. It was a test. They both failed.
It was the test, and you both failed. You are not the
Very
podcast.
Shakespearean.
Yeah. And then
Listen, if I ever get married and
priest
my significant
marries-
other does
the
not call me the
priest
pog champ
marries
at the
mother
wedding,
of the bride
done.
afterwards. That was the trick.
Jason, what was that about PogChamp?
I said if I ever get married and my partner doesn't call me the pog champ at the wedding, then it's over right then and there.
Right.
I have divorce lawyers on like invited.
On
They're
speed
on
dial.
the guest
And-
list.
and the-
They're
They're
there
on your
with
I
SOS
get-
contacts.
When I
Yeah.
get
I
married,
have a
I'm gonna,
divorce.
I'm gonna go to the divorce lawyer and I'm gonna give him a gun and I'm gonna say, if I ever divorce my wife, shoot me in the head.
Shoot me in the
Hey,
Now, what if she divorces you? What's
Mr.
the?
Boop. Well, then I'm gonna shoot myself in the head. Just kidding. Can't say it.
That's parody.
That was a parody from Mr. Boop. If you're gonna sue anybody, sue him. Just kidding. He's a fun guy.
A mushroom? Oh.
Damn it! You figured it out. He is a mushroom. Fuck my
What do I
plan.
call my?
When are we gonna start getting sponsored by this PokerNow.club?
Poker now.
I think we're-
I don't know if they just sponsor people who play the game. I don't know if Call of Duty's gonna sponsor us.
When's our
as you see at the
Activision
bottom-
coming?
I think that we should just get sponsored by anything that we do or mention. Like we should get sponsored. I want a sponsorship from Yeti. I want a sponsorship from Logitech.
I think if you
Some
speak it
soda.
into the
I
universe, it
want a
works,
Coors
right?
I mean,
sponsorship.
imagine this, right? We're like, I work in the space now, right? And it's like, oh, why don't these places sponsor things in the gaming world? That way you could be like, oh, we are there's not a lot of sponsors, like non-tech stuff in gaming, right? Like, yeah, you have like, a team can have an official like mouse or keyboard or whatever, but like, oh, we're the official wing sponsor of like League of Legends. There is none of that. So what if it was the opposite, where it could be like, oh, this is the official
I want to sponsor
microphone of menswear, right? Like, come on, dude, we're right here.
Let's
we're
do
waiting
it.
for you.
Or
Red Bull is the
can
official
we-
drink.
could
of
we
menswear.
get an official
Move over the Negroni.
wing? Could we get the official wing of Style and Direction?
Yeah.
What?
That played
We
like
have-
a damn fiddle.
Damn.
Damn.
I'm poor.
Jeez, rude gambler.
My
And
penis
with
is
that, I
shrunk.
gotta go. So you guys, I'll see you later. I don't know how to gracefully
Clear the
exit off
wealth.
this thing.
Wait, you gotta.
wow.
Can you just go all in first?
All in and then
Wait, Eric, you're just gonna
that
take all my
forces
money and then
us
leave?
to do it. That
Oh.
forces us to do
Oh,
it.
yeah, don't do
You
it.
can't,
do that then.
you
Okay, I
can't
will
go
not do
all
that.
in.
Please
That was
stay
funny
focused.
last time, but I've learned my lesson. All right, I'll just fold.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Took my money and left.
You took
Yeah, he
money.
did. He
Steal
took
it
your
back.
money
Same
and fucking
thing.
What
left.
I
His-
love about
his
it is
chips
he's
are still
like
there.
broke even. He broke even. That's so crazy.
Yeah, he got back to 10,000.
He got $80.
What?
It paid for
He's got
gas.
some walking home money.
Yeah,
He's got some
exactly.
walking home. He's got an Uber ride.
Yeah.
A nice long Uber Black on the way home.
Have you
from
guys ever
casino.
had like awkward things in Ubers? Like I remember I told you
No.
guys I think last time on stream where like
That you got in the
I
front
fell-
seat.
No.
I got in the front seat and I also like fell asleep in an Uber by myself. But
No.
at least similar stuff for you guys? No.
No.
I mean,
No.
Uber driver. I was going to Newark Airport, and the Uber driver was like trying to talk politics with me, and I was like, "It's 5:00 in the morning."
You didn't take the train to Newark
I
Airport?
mean, he's probably.
No,
been
I didn't
up
take the
for,
train at
like-
Newark Airport. It was 5:00 in the morning. The trains weren't running. This was in like September when I went to the Grand Canyon.
He was probably up since like 2 a.m. So he's
Yeah.
just fully torqued.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's
"Yo,
ready to
you
go.
Americans," and I'm
So
like,
it was like
"Listen,
8
pal,
p.m.
it's
You
5 in the
American
morning."
fools are so foolish.
Foolish.
Yeah, I'm like, it's 5 in the morning, my guy. I'm
That's,
trying to like not
you know-
be associated.
You know who
with
said
anything.
that?
Osama bin
You know
Laden.
who said American? Yeah, Osama bin Laden said, "You American fools are
That's
so
crazy.
foolish."
I can't
Well, I
believe
mean,
he
you,
would say
you
that.
killed Osama bin Laden in that video. I saw it, so you would know.
What video? Wink.
The classified SEAL Team 6 video.
Yeah, the class of
Yeah.
SEAL-2
Where I say a very well, not me, but a person.
Okay.
I'm
hey,
good.
rookie, what's your backstory?
Hey,
Wait, what's
My mom and dad were killed in 9/11. So I joined the armed forces to get back, and in like what 10 years I became a member of like the most elite team of Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
that sounds like something. That sounds like something someone said.
Your first day of basic training, they're like, you know what? This kid's going places.
This
Let's
kid's
go ahead and
going-
fast track him.
They said this kid's gonna kill Osama bin Laden.
Well, technically he did it because that
That
kid
murder-
dies by
yeah.
Osama's hand. Yeah. It's one of those things where like it's Captain Price. Captain Price is the main character. It's not Soap because Soap dies. It's the same. Wait, hold on. I wonder if I was inspired by that when I was doing when I was, or
Could
when
be.
that person wrote that film.
That
Do
person
we
was
have to wait for
Roman
him?
Zelensky.
Why are we waiting
I
for
think you need to kick the rude gambler.
How do we
R.I.P.
keep going?
Roman Polanski.
Yeah, because he's so rude.
I can remove him now.
Move him now.
Remove him now.
He's gone.
Anyone have any
What
any,
will happen to his riches? I want it added to the pot.
yeah.
Oh, can I do that? I can't
Can you-
do that.
Oh man, that would be so good if you could just take all of his money. And put it
Thank
in.
No, I
Give
can't.
it back to me.
That's called socialism.
Can you can you distribute it?
Well,
Between us?
it
No, I
wouldn't- no,
can't.
it wouldn't be. It would be distributing it to whoever won the hand.
No, but that's what I mean. Because Ethan
Yeah.
has control of the game.
Yeah,
I
I
was
can.
wondering
I
if
can
Ethan's the
remove his.
establishment.
I can remove his money, but okay. Well, should I try it? Should I just? I mean, or maybe it just goes to the 8 there, because then Well, let's see here. I'm gonna put his. I'm gonna remove his entire hand. The death.
Just you cut his hands off.
Yeah.
You cut his hands off.
There was like one time where I was in an Uber. Wait, what the
devil?
What did I do?
You were in an Uber, and what happened?
Yeah, I was in an Uber, and I think I was going to the. Oh, I watched.
You're roboting.
I think it was like a Hollywood Bowl thing, or I went to some kind of concert or something. I forgot what it was, but what?
What did you win by, Kiyoshi?
I won by default. I had a full house.
Nice.
Okay.
What happened to our Ethan?
I'm back. I don't know. It like dipped.
Damn. Sorry, bro. Did you have a full house?
I don't think so.
Well, that's what I had.
Right,
So.
and you lost.
Yeah. Anyway, I remember. I think then like this woman comes in. I always use shared Ubers, right? Because it's cheap. It's just why wouldn't you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they still allow those?
Well, this was
probably not. This was a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
I don't. But the woman walks in, and it was very stereotypical, like LA club girl ish, but she's wearing like very short dress, like tight body dress ish, whatever. It could have been like one of those snake print or leopard print ones, but that could just be me being even more stereotypical. And she looked vaguely like Eastern European.
Wow, you're being so descriptive.
And I think I remember like she pulled up her bank account like during the ride, and she was in the front seat, and there was like 3 people in there. So there's the driver, there's her, there's me and 2 people, but like I was sitting in the middle seat for some reason.
How much
Uber.
of a share was this Uber?
It was full, man. Hey, they can if it's cheap enough, they load it up, man.
Jesus.
And I remember like
we had a pandemic.
seeing this girl's bank account, and I was like, "Holy shit, this thing is loaded, dude."
And did you get any of that money? Like,
how many figures?
Hello. How many zeros did you get out of this?
I think it was like, I mean, it's probably not a lot now, but it was like $20,000-$30,000 in one account, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Oh my god! I would have at least been like, "Hey, I'm poor. Want to buy me dinner?"
I think she called, she answered her phone, I think, in the car, and she's like, "Yes, I'm on my way." That could also be just stereotypical. Maybe she had like a regular American accent, like.
Well, canceled.
What if she was a spy?
Oh.
Really, you really just met a girl named Stacy, and she talks normal, and you're just an asshole.
Just a big jerk.
There was another time when I was in London, and I think these people, I think they were also like Americans or something. Like they were like, "Oh man, you got to try this place," because I was heading out after eating with Buzz or something in London. And yeah,
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear.
There's
Michael Collins.
There was also one time where someone said I was boring after going out with my girlfriend at the time. We were gonna go home, eat ice cream, and watch TV. And they're like, "But you're in Seattle. Why wouldn't you go out?" And I'm like, "I don't know, man.
You're in Seattle. You don't want to go outside and get wet."
Well, I mean, she was also pretty shy, and she doesn't eat meat, or she's a vegan. So there's not that much to do.
It's Seattle. There's not much to do.
Oh, there's. I mean, I'm sure you could go to a bar or something. I don't know, but I mean, she would live with
the Space Needle.
I don't know.
I mean,
there is stuff to do in Seattle.
It's one of those things where, I mean, she worked at the mall, so there wasn't a lot of money around to do a lot of things. So,
well, I mean, she could pick up a second job as a mall Santa.
She could have.
So that's her fault.
Mall Santa, or just mall elf?
Being poor is your
mall cop.
all right. Am I right, fellow rich guys?
Have you guys talked about
poor
your
boy.
new Yucatan shoes? How do you say it? Yucatan?
You could.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You could 10, I think.
The 10 is silent. It's just you.
Yuke?
That was a
Yuck.
joke.
Yeah. We haven't talked about them.
That was really good.
I didn't
Yeah,
get
how
a
are
pair,
the
so I
shoes?
can't
I'm
talk
very
about
jealous.
them.
They're fantastic.
Jason's
I'm
dying.
actually I'm wearing my camp mocks right now. They're so comfortable.
Yeah, tell us about him.
Yeah, I mean,
It's about the Yuke guy.
I really like them. Oh, I guess I folded. I really like them because I've been kind of like interested in the camp mock. I wanted like a camp mock, but I didn't want something
Camp Rock.
boring. I didn't want something that looked like Sperry.
Show
or
us what you
whatever.
had, JTR. He can't hear me. He's not in the chat.
So I found this pair. I'm just gonna take it off, and hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Which has
I'm not on.
Well, I'm just showing it on the stream. So they are a really
It's your turn,
interesting.
Spencer, by the way.
I'm folded.
Ooh, never mind.
It's not my turn. It's a like black leather, but like not super black, kind of like a dark gray, and it has contrasting like Western stitching with the green and orange. Very nice. The brown.
Very nice.
laces. So
Very
one,
nice.
I mean, they look cool, but then the other thing is they're just like super, super comfortable. I like that they actually have arch support. They have a soft sole, so it's like they are a nice alternative. I mean, it's like, you know, if I wanted to wear slip-on house shoes, I would typically wear my loafers. Now I have something that doesn't have like a leather sole. So there you go.
There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then
Yeah,
and they were
sandals
how
are
much?
These were 100, and then the sandals I got were 30. The
Nice.
sandals are also super nice. I didn't own a pair of sandals until I got these, so it's nice
Well,
to
you
have
bought
them.
like the nicest sandals you could get. At this
Yeah,
point,
see, exactly.
right?
Yeah, I like,
That's pretty sick.
and they're just like an Arizona, but with a fully covered vamp. Yeah, which is very cool style. I like it a
I
lot.
need some more shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I need those Alden suede loafers.
That was nice.
Do it. Join the Alden Club.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have other stuff. I gotta make
How do
a
they do that?
fucking collection over here.
Yeah, I didn't expect to buy 3 pairs of shoes, and so like my setup for my rack is
Yeah, man, same.
got
I don't know
messed
what
up.
I'm gonna do.
Nice rack.
Damn it. But yeah, so for me, the first things I looked at were the also camp box. Mine are different than Spencer's.
Bit
Yeah,
different.
Scoops, they look like Birkenstocks, yeah. But they have a crepe sole.
And the covered
Perfect.
vamp.
Yeah.
Did he have
Um,
only like? Did he have all sizes? I mean, I'm guessing he didn't.
No.
Uh,
Only
Did
a
he
couple.
not
have,
all.
certain sample sizes?
At least
like,
in
there's-
sandals,
there's-
there were like a ton, but everything else, it seemed like there was only like 1 or 2.
Bummer.
At least when we
Yeah.
got there.
So yeah, so the first time, I guess I should give some backstory. So the first time I went, you guys remember from last month where I talked about how I should have gotten the like kind of espadrille derby sandal kind of mixed kind of
Huaraches, like the-
huarache kind
yeah.
of thing. It had like it wasn't really huarache, it was more like a woven like shoe sandal hybrid or whatever. But yeah, he only had that and then like a bunch of sandals. That was last month, the first Rose Bowl that opened up in April. It was smaller of a booth as well. And I know that they have been there before because I've seen him other times, but I never really bought anything because they just never had my size. And they also had a bunch of like sneaker hybrid stuff too. But this time it was surprising because they had a long table full of stuff. And so I was happy I saw in TJL's post in our Discord that there were like shoes and boots available. And when we ran into him on the way there, he had bought like a pair of like work boots like a suede style or suede work boot style boot. For like $150 or 200, whatever it was, and I thought, I was like, well, shit, I gotta check it out. And so when I went there, the first thing I tried on were yeah, good thing. Okay. The first thing I got were the camp mocks that I saw there, because I think in Discord I've talked about how I've kind of wanted to get Ranger mocks from like Quaddy or maybe LL Bean or something, but I wasn't sure if I'd really wear it because it's kind of a new style for me. I don't want to spend $200 on something.
Bitch.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I wanted, I wanted
Did you
kind of like
both
a cheap
get
way to do
plus
it. So I've been-
666?
Yeah, we did.
Oh my god.
yeah.
I've spooked.
Man, it's crazy.
So the camp mocks that I got, were, what's it called? They're like dark brown, with like kind of like a light stitch on like on the apron, I guess. And the cool part is that they have, on the vamp or the top part, yeah, it's like a green leather, so it's kind of a fun two-tone effect. They do feel slightly long. They don't feel big in like like the toe room or whatever, but they do feel longer. And if you look at it, they are kind of elongated. But it's one of those things where if it was smaller, would my toes feel too scrunched because it tapers a little bit? I did put an insole in there because I have flat feet, so the arch support feels weird. So the insole does help, and it makes it just feel a little bit more snug in it. And yeah, I'm really excited for those because I've kind of wanted one.
MJ, it's your turn.
Have you like worn them around yet?
I wore them that one time I posted in Discord where I kind of had like a country look, except with linen. Like I had like kind of like a bluish, like not petrol blue, but like a kind of very bluish trouser, but they're linen. So I've got those. Then I got his version of the pair of boots, which are like black with like a lug sole. Those are interesting. They're marked 6.5 and 7, but I feel like the 7 is actually a little bit more narrow than the 6.5. They don't like, I've worn them out a little bit. I wore them like one day completely, and by completely I mean in my room, because what else am I doing? And I wore them to like get ice cream and go to the grocery store, and they were okay. Again, not a good test of how they are like extended periods of time. My toes don't feel cramped in them, but I am kind of aware of the fact that like they fit slightly different. But hey, they're $100 and they look great. They look good with my shoes. They are, as a pair of boot, Michael or whatever, they are kind of rounded and they feel like stubby. They look stubby, I should say. But I mean they look fine. I'm sure I'd wear them with like cropped pants or something like that to make them kind of a little bit more palatable. So that's that one. And then the last one, which I feel like is totally worth the price. I mean, even if I didn't get the pair of boots and I still pay the same price for all three of them, I think these are worth it. I got some plain toe Bluchers in black calfskin. And these are like unworn. So the other two, like obviously they have like the Ranger sole and the lug sole, so you can't really tell if they've been used or not or whatever. But this one, completely like just unworn leather sole. Like it's like no one's ever put it on. These ones fit perfectly. Of course they're not shell, but they are like a very nice black calfskin. They fit really well. They look kind of like a military shoe, like the kind of dress shoe. But yeah, I wore them today in my khaki suit, and they look really good. And the mark on the box there says that one of the heels is cracked, but I can't see it. Maybe I'm just blind or something, but I can't see if it's the heel or actually the actual leather. But they don't. I don't know.
Cracked. He's one hit.
So yeah, I bought all three for $350, and that I think just for one of those things, or at least for two of those things, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
I spent
you guys
all my money on samples, so. And
you get to keep those.
I do get to keep those. That's true.
Yeah.
How many more samples are you going through?
Shit with DHL right now, trying to get some fabric to my factory. Where
fabric?
DHL is telling me it's some more of some cream that cream cool wool. I
that's
sent it
cool.
to the factory because someone ordered a pair of pants in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and DHL is telling me that the address that it's sending it to doesn't exist. And I'm like, it does. You've sent things to it before.
What a bunch of jerks!
And so I emailed them like,
Send
oh,
you
we
to
have to
the
talk to the
Twilight Realm.
DHL in China. And I'm like, I can't talk to the DHL in China.
Just
You're
learn Chinese, Jason.
DHL. Like, oh, we can't talk to them for you. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck does that mean?
I guess we're sending UPS.
Right. Well, it's already DHL has it and it's in China and they're like they
Oh,
just wouldn't
Jesus.
deliver it. And so
Oh, no.
I talked to the factory and they said okay. They said well they'll call them and then so I was like, oh, I got another email. It's like, oh, they said they'll deliver it today, and I said, well, so hopefully they will. And then the rep was like, oh no, they will. It's all set. I'm like, okay,
They
so
will.
we'll see.
You say so.
They will.
Yeah, but they're like the notification I got was exemption because it's like, oh, address moved. I'm like, what?
How do you move an entire building?
I'm like, what? And then I was like, did you guys? And I literally just sent stuff to them like 2 weeks ago, right? They got the tweet and all that stuff.
Oh,
And they were like, I'm like, did you guys move? Like, no, that's the right address. And I was like, okay. I guess DHL didn't feel like delivering it today. So we'll see if we get it today. We'll see if they get it.
Yeah, international shipping is a nightmare, and I hate it.
Yeah.
just wake up.
Oh, okay, I will. Ah!
No more sausage before bed.
Oh yeah, maybe we can also have, if we have some time, we can play a little bit of Scriblio before we sign
A
out too.
Scribblo? If we have enough people, we should do the new map on Among Us.
Oh, I've not played that.
Oh, I haven't played
I
it
didn't-
in a
I
while.
haven't played the new
Yeah.
Among Us map.
We need a
Amogus.
full 10. Yeah, I messed around on the new map. It's really big. Lots of shit.
Oh,
on the map.
Scoops.
she said.
Scoops has a question. Ethan, did you stock up on the shoe trees from Kyoshi? I bought 4.
I've got a spreadsheet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever you
I
ordered,
got
you got
4.
sent. Did you get them? Did you get them?
I
No,
think
not yet.
I'm getting
Oh,
mine
okay.
on Friday, I think, according to USPS. So that's probably when
Oh, there we
Ethan's getting
go.
his.
Yeah. I mean, it's at first. So when I bought, because I messaged Kyoshi right away, and I was like, you know what? I actually
Should've
don't
stayed
have.
in.
I don't think I have enough shoes to support this. I mean, I could put them in like, hold them in like a sneaker, and then all of a sudden I got 3 new shoes. So it's like, okay,
There you
well,
go.
there you go.
Yeah.
I
There it is.
actually I realized I never used the shoe trees I have. So I was like, oh,
Shoe
alright,
trees
okay.
are important, man.
No, they don't fit the vibe.
You mean
The vibe.
to prevent wrinkling on your shoes?
Yeah, I like it when they do that. I like a little wrinkle.
I
like
mean,
when the shoe
they'll
looks
wrinkle
worn.
regardless, but it's about not having a crazy wrinkle.
No, I don't. I mean,
Also,
my
make sure
shoes
your
haven't
shoes
really.
don't smell like ass. Like
That's true
Well-
too. That's true too.
That's why I only wear dryer sheets for socks.
smart.
Yeah.
Real
Well, I
smart.
guess
move.
you
Work
at least
hard,
you
right?
buy. I think it's because you buy your shoes new, right?
I typically, yeah.
Yeah. See, I mean, for me, it's like I get like if you have a bunch of like old shoes, I feel like you don't really need them if they're really in like not bad condition, but
Well, yeah, I buy
Yeah.
most of my shoes new. The only things I bought like used were some Allen Edmonds stuff that I literally threw away.
Did
Literally.
you even give anyone a chance to fucking get that shit at a thrift store? You're like, this
No,
shit-
When I say
What
threw
happened?
away,
Did it-
I
did
mean
it
they
fall apart or
they went
something?
into a suitcase that then was donated. That was then just like thrown into
Oh.
a Goodwill.
That's different.
Actually, the Salvation Army. I don't support Goodwill.
Surprised to
What's
I
wrong
feel
with
like I
Goodwill?
feel like it's the
First,
opposite. The Salvation Army is pretty bad.
And listen,
They're the
there's
Starvation
one or the
Army.
other.
In the early
Right, it's
20th
one or the other.
century,
The Lord's Resistance Army.
they would be like
My head at thrift store is a thrift store.
against, like the IWW.
Okay, well, and then
Yeah.
all right, fine. I threw them away. Is that better?
Yeah, that's
There
way
you
better
go.
actually.
All right, I threw them away. I burnt them
I
with my
burnt
bare
them
hands.
and I made sure it output as much carbon into the atmosphere as possible.
And then he threw it into the ocean.
Anything is better than donating it to a problematic organization.
I remember when I was a
Yeah.
kid, every time like a truck would pass by and they have like all the smoke, I go, haha, pollution. It's like, yeah, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah, it's not very ha-ha, Ethan.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. You're gonna inherit it.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. You live in L.A.
Yeah, I drove to LA today.
Hashtag Clean Air Act.
And like just
Oh, yeah.
driving and seeing downtown, it's like really fun when you can just like look and see like, wow, the air is really bad today. It's cool when you can just see that.
It's like,
Yeah.
wow,
I mean,
we're
I don't
China.
live in downtown, so I don't see that very often. Remember, I live
Yeah.
like 20 miles away, so
The air quality here in the city has been like phenomenal. I look at it and like the weather app and stuff, and it's been really good. So, eat a dick, LA.
No need to brag, Jason.
You live here too, Ivan.
Have some pride.
Look at this fucking guy bragging. Sorry, we're not running on coal trains anymore.
Like
Coal
we are in
trains.
LA, everyone rides coal trains to work.
Everyone rides coal. You know, my dad. Okay, this is funny. So my dad, we're in the subway, right? And I don't remember. I don't know how it was brought up, but my dad's like, "Yeah, well, all the trains are diesel, right?" And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "No, Dad. The subway system doesn't run on diesel
Yeah.
trains. The underground,
Everyone's
barely
just-
any ventilation
yeah,
subway
everyone's just
system."
immediately
Yeah.
suffocating.
Just
I'm like,
carbon
"No, it's
monoxide
electric."
Like yeah, like you know, like 1870 whatever. Whenever they ran the first like subway car, everyone just came out and was dead. Like they were at the next stop and the entire first car was dead, and they were like, "Shit, we have to
I was like,
work
"What?"
we have to work the kinks out of this, man."
He's like,
Yeah.
"Aren't these trains really old?" And I said, "Yeah, but they had electricity back in the 1900s."
Uh-huh.
You know, a fun fact: steam engines are actually considered fire hazards in the subway system.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, hot steam.
How is that fun? It's dangerous.
I don't know.
And,
That's the most dangerous fact I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm scared now. What if I go on a subway and encounter a steam engine?
What if I just blow up?
There actually was a steam engine, a British steam engine in the subway system in 1969.
Oh, that's
Flying
fun.
Scotsman came
Like
over
as
to
a joke?
America. No, it was a real thing.
Have you been to Disneyland or Disney World, Ivan?
Probably Disney World when I was like really young.
You would like both of those parks because Walt Disney was like a train guy, and he like made
Yeah,
that
but he was
part
like-
of- he made that.
He
part
likes
of both
American
parks.
trains. I
Oh.
like British trains.
Oh, okay.
He's also an anti-Semite, but so
Yeah.
I mean that's you guys
He
have that
is.
in common too, right?
Jeez.
Just kidding.
So you're not into American trains at all, just like the English ones?
No. Yeah.
You'd prefer to get a British train run on you?
Yeah.
A fun fact: Disneyland was kind of formed out of Walt Disney's train obsession because his backyard train, like model train set, had gotten too elaborate, and his wife was like, "You can't do this anymore."
It's like, well, fuck it. I'm building a park.
Yeah,
was like, "I'm
needed
building
an
a park,
outlet." Because at
and
this point in Walt Disney's life, he was getting increasingly weirder and more paranoid.
I wonder why.
Well, because after the strike, like the animator strike in the 40s, he like never really had a good relationship with anyone that worked under him. And then in the 50s, he really got swept up in a lot of the paranoia.
So he
and-
made friends with trains.
Well, no, he one of the guys who ended up becoming like an Imagineer and like, you know, designer at Disneyland was also a train guy, and so he and Walt would like bond over that. What the hell are you doing? Fuck it. And
Call 666.
Oh,
there you go.
What
oh,
the
you
fuck?
raked
Yeah.
over the coals of that coal engine.
Hate it.
Can
Not a
this dick
fucking
fit in your mouth?
straight, dude.
But
Fuck
yeah, he
out of
went
here,
to-
bitch.
He went to like a big
Oof.
model train convention and was like, "Look at all these themed environments. This is crazy."
Do you know who Sir William Mcalpine is?
Nope.
So
Have you ever made a chicken one pot meal?
in the 70s, he was the head of
Ever
a
made out
really
with a
big.
chick before?
Oh shit! Have you,
Yes,
Ivan?
I have.
Hey.
Wait, what did he say? Yes or
Very
no?
nice.
What?
I did say yes.
Okay, good. I'm
Oh,
Very
yeah.
nice.
proud of you.
So Sir William Mcalpine was the head of a very big construction company in Britain,
How
and he
big?
actually had very big, like one of the
How
top ones.
big was it?
I don't know. It was pretty
Johnny
big,
Carson.
but he had a real
Oh, it's
railway
my turn.
in his backyard. Like he started collecting steam engines in the 60s.
Like full size?
Yeah, the real ones.
Okay,
Jesus.
that's like Jay Leno here with his cars.
There's
Imagine Jay
there's
Leno,
rock
Jay Leno with
star-
steam engines.
I don't remember who it is, but there's like a classic rock star who has like a super elaborate like model train set like that he made like himself.
Oh,
like he like
Fuck,
painted all the models.
I know who that is, but
And
I
it's-
forgot the name.
and it's like this like fictional like
Bret Hart.
1940s industrial town. And yeah, he like made all the models himself and like painted everything and like it's really cool.
You know that is the most like post rock stardom shit I've ever
I
heard.
know exactly who you're talking about, but I forgot his
just
name.
getting deep into model trains.
I love it when like you have these mega stars, right, of like the 80s or something, and then like you see them at home now and they're like, oh yeah, they knit.
Yeah.
You're like, what? You're like, I saw a documentary and you were like doing cocaine off of hookers and now you knit sweaters.
Yeah. I mean, it's like in The Sopranos when Bobby gets into model trains and Tony comes over when he's at his model train set wearing his engineer hat. He's like, I wish I wasn't wearing the hat.
James May from Top Gear is also a big train guy.
I'm a train guy in that I think that I would like to take trains. I like trains as a means of transit. That's
You'd love New
that's
York
about,
City.
Where it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd like a place where I didn't have to own a car. That would be nice.
Is there like a subway system in California? How does that work?
So there is in
It
LA,
doesn't.
and it's the one in LA is pretty good if you are traveling within the city. It's run by whatever transit company does DC's. So if you've ever taken DC's subway,
DC is pretty good.
yeah, it's like that. But
Yeah, if you're in downtown,
yeah, exactly. If you're in downtown or going downtown from like a suburb
From downtown.
Yeah, but isn't it a zone system?
I don't know. I've
I've
only
yeah,
oh.
there's different lines.
Yeah, zone systems can eat my ass.
I've only taken it. I only take it when I'm like. Well, I only took it when I was at work and like going to lunch.
It's
So-
never gonna work. So like, it can't be a widespread thing if it's a zone thing because it just taxes the poor, right?
We
If
don't
it's
stand
one
gerrymandering.
I know
if
that
it's
LA
one
is
price for the
considering. LA is considering making the metro
The
free
train's
of
all
charge.
one price.
that's
Oh,
fantastic.
that's right.
Yeah.
Good.
But
It's
I think
still,
the zone systems
yeah.
is just a tax on the poor, like because the poorest people always have to go the farthest,
If
right?
it was
You are
free,
absolutely
I'm
correct,
sure
yeah.
I would take it more. You know, if I didn't have to deal with
No,
like,
you wouldn't.
purchasing. Yes, I would.
No, you
I mean,
yes,
listen,
I would. I've like taken
270
it. I think I would. If we were,
You know, I
out
paid
would-
on-
275, and like
Here,
that's you know,
How
I mean,
how are you gonna wipe your windshield?
Well, I wouldn't
Or put
have
your
to if my
McDonald's on the
car's not accumulating.
Here,
dust
she's got
and
something
dirt.
good.
I explained that to people.
No, and it's a crazy thing that you're hung up on.
No, it's not. It's not. It's
crazy.
it's not us. It's
and then listen, it's got to be like 275. That's why I think the same thing with like DC. It's like a zone system, and that's a bad idea. In like the London Underground zone system, and it's like ridership is greater on systems like in New York City and in Boston, where it's one fare for everything.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
I don't think I've ever been to
there's
Boston.
there's
It's
no
not that
way
far
I
away.
would.
Not take.
It's hard for me to get into public transit like that because it's too, where I go is just too far. You know,
Sorry,
it's
we
like,
can't just be so wealthy.
damn it.
Oof.
Well, see, it's not like that though. If you're on the East Coast, right? I mean, I can get on like the Metro North and go to upstate New York and be there. Same amount of time as someone driving up
Okay,
there.
when you say how long, when you say upstate New York, what does that mean exactly? Because I don't know what that means.
Like anywhere that's not the 5 boroughs.
Yeah.
How far is it train wise? Or
Well, I mean,
give me
it's
a
like-
thing. Give
So you
give me
can-
a yeah. Let me
So
Google map
Westchester,
that.
right, is outside of the 5 boroughs. It's
Okay.
right after the Bronx. So that would if I get on like the Metro North or which is the same.
Okay,
which is
I'm gonna
run
go.
by-
I'm gonna try. So what is it? Queens to
What's a city in upstate?
Westchester.
Westchester. There you go.
Just go from Grand Central Terminal.
Just go from Grand Central to Westchester.
That's only 33 miles, dude. What the fuck? That's.
But there's trains connecting most of upstate to the city.
How
I mean, you
long-
could
so
you
wait,
could
how
take a
long-
train to Orange County.
Yeah,
like
how long-
that's not
yeah,
the
you
thing
can't,
here.
You can do it. It's just like not convenient because you can't
see,
walk
they
anywhere
make it.
from there.
Oh yeah, see they make it pretty convenient. I mean, there's a few, like I went, I forget the town I went to, but I went probably like 2 hours upstate, and I went to like an apple orchard. And once we got to the station, where we were going was only right around the corner. So we just took a car, but there was like a bus service that you could, But the East Coast has always been good with public transit because there's a lot of people that live here. And
Does that count as public transit? I guess it does.
well, the bus service was part of
yeah.
the New York State, bus service. Like it's part of the city's thing. So
I'm trying to think. Okay, so if I wanted to get to Spencer's house by the train, let's see. Let's do this. I'm gonna go past
Jesus
Pasadena.
Christ,
it.
John.
Right. I mean, like I can get. I mean, you can pretty much get anywhere in, everywhere I want to go, you can get to by train.
For $2.75.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, I mean, it's still like when you got to the train station,
Wait,
like
why
you
did
have
I-
to take a lot of stuff.
John, oh wait, he's mute.
Do I have to take a lot of stuff? What do you mean?
Like what? So you get to the you get off the train from Queens or whatever from Manhattan to Westchester or whatever. What happens after that?
Well, it depends where you're going. You could.
Okay, well, give an example.
Like if you're going to someone's house, you just can take a car there, or there's a Westchester bus service. Like all these places have public transit also.
Well, Spencer. Okay, well, I guess if I left now, it'd be awful because I think things are closed.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say it takes me 7 hours to get to you, but I think it's just because things are closed.
Things are closed. I've looked up. I mean, I have the OC like bus app. I might if I'm going to the beach or something. I might take the bus because it's only like 5 minutes longer than it would be to drive, and then you don't have to pay for parking at the beach.
But
Yeah,
how do you
take the
bring the
train,
stuff
get
you
your-
need for the beach?
I mean, I could fit everything I need in a big tote.
How much are you
Yeah.
bringing?
How much
to
you
the
bring to the beach, my guy?
You need the umbrella.
rubber
You
ducky.
need the
No.
blankets.
You
Oh
need,
my God,
I need
you
a
need-
towel. I
you
need
take
a
an
towel,
umbrella to the beach?
sunscreen.
LL Bean tote
Yeah.
or two, and you're done.
That's
Yeah,
it. You need
exactly.
2
You've
boat.
never
At
carried a tote
most,
on
at
public
most,
transit?
a big tote and a cooler. That's like
Yeah,
at
that's
most.
the right there. That's the move. The
Yeah.
big boat and tote and a cooler.
So yeah, I might.
I don't like bring food to the beach. I bring like snacks, but I don't
What's
bring.
the point?
Or you
What's
could
the
be like-
point? You gotta bring a
I'm
bunch
sorry,
of pizza.
Have you been
gotta
to
bring.
rivers at Rockaway Beach? No, you haven't.
I
Maybe
am
because
calling
I've been
it here.
conditioned.
This is just for the SoCal boys. I want to go to the beach this summer. I'm itching to go to the beach.
You could be like Hannah Montana and live outside the beach.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean, like, I'm conditioned not to eat at the beach. Also, it depends which beach you go to though, because like Huntington Beach, I don't think has a lot of food. Wait, which one doesn't have food near it?
Huntington State Beach, I guess you have to walk a bit before you get to like downtown where there's like a ton of food.
No, Rockaway Beach has Rippers, and if I'm going to Rockaway Beach, I'm eating at Rippers.
But if you go to Huntington City Beach, which I don't normally go to, that one is right downtown. So that's like right by all the restaurants and all the bars and everything.
Yeah, see, it just depends. I'm used to going to places that don't have like food at all near it.
I mean, that's why like this is what I did when I was a kid, and I still do it sometimes now. Is you get fried chicken from the grocery store, and then you bring it with you to the beach, and
and that just goes right in the tote bag.
Yeah, it goes right in the tote bag, and it's a delicious salty treat that makes you kind of thirsty.
But
do you guys ever know? I mean,
honestly,
is the idea maybe MJ? Maybe we're spoiled because we're thinking of beach vespers where you need to bring the truck, you need to bring like. You're bringing like 10 people with you. You got to bring all the hot dogs to roast in the fire pit. You got to bring the tables and everything.
We've always like brought stuff. So like
not
even just like when we go.
Oh my god!
When I was a kid going with
I had a
family,
full fucking house.
We got fucked by the rich.
You guys want to do Scribblia now?
Yeah,
sure.
Okay, we'll do all in.
All in.
Okay, MJ, continue.
I was gonna say even like when I've gone to the beach with like family, we bring like stuff like that. So
what? That's
I think it depends on like what if you want to do like a whole day at the beach, and it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna spend like a couple hours at the beach and then do a bonfire at night. Then sure, bring everything. But if you're going to just be like,
it's over, Anakin. Oh shit!
Okay, now you guys gotta go. You guys both gotta do it.
Pretty gotta kill again.
What I was gonna say
I'm alive! But really quick. Okay, well now you all gotta do it. But really
because
quick.
Ethan, you didn't bet all your money.
So yeah, it could be like full.
No, it's because he had too much money that he couldn't cover. Yeah,
you have to raise.
It would be you would want like
wait.
Oh wait, what happened? Whoopsies. Okay. We have to raise, right? Raise all in.
You have to raise. What are you talking about?
I can't. It won't let me.
Why won't it let you?
No.
It's your bet.
It says call 6. I can't raise. It will not let me raise.
Okay, fine. Just do it.
It's faded out.
Oh, fuck off, bitch. No.
Jason, what was that about eating the rich?
I'm doing it right now.
Oh my god.
There he has it. Hey. Okay, so now
go.
There we go.
Fuck this.
I'm about to live it to my name. All right, go. You have to go all in.
Raise, all in, please.
All in.
It's no, you still haven't gotten all in.
Jason, you have too much money.
He can't. He has too much. He's capped out.
I have too much money.
Yeah, if you have.
Oh my god!
Then you can't do it.
Oh!
Let's go!
All right, last
the baby.
Can I quit? Can I quit while I still have $18,000?
Nope. You're gonna go till you're dead.
Oh Jesus! Okay, that's everything.
There we go. Finally.
All
oh
right.
Fuck!
Showdown.
Now Kiyoshi has too much.
Oh man!
Got a Kiyoshi win.
Oh shit!
Oh, go back and forth.
It's just gonna. This is like terrible.
Oh
my
baby!
Well, so
here we go.
This is hilarious. This is so good. Oh my god. Okay, well now at least you guys are close to equal, right? So at least it's
go all in.
All right, here you go. All in, baby.
Oh my god.
Ooh, feeling good going in.
Oh no.
The baby.
Oh boy. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kill him now.
Just need to finish him off.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. If Kiyoshi doesn't start first, then
If
Never gonna
Yoshi
win.
I swear to
doesn't win,
God.
I'm gonna shoot both of them in the head.
Oh,
End the
boy.
game
It's a pretty
permanently.
even match. Oh,
Oh,
could all change on the turn
Uh,
on the river.
Right, you've put me down.
oh
No.
oh,
We will have to
This is-
suffer through at least one more hand.
It's gonna be more
this
than
is
one.
crazy, dude.
finally. Okay,
No,
now
no,
we
no.
can.
This is the
Crazy.
worst way to.
Wait, Kiyoshi, why didn't you go
This is
all
like
in?
it's like Egyptian
you
rat
can't.
race, but you keep eating each other's cards, man.
All right, I think this is the end of it. Yeah.
Ah,
There
there
it
it
is.
is.
Okay, and
Sorry, boys.
Oh,
now
God.
he's been knocked out.
Thank you.
Anyways, what I was saying is, so yeah, if you're going to be spending the full day at the beach doing like a bonfire in the evening, whatever, then yeah, you're gonna want to bring an umbrella. You're gonna want to bring a lot of stuff, because you're gonna need a lot of stuff. You're gonna be there all day. But if you're just gonna be going to the beach for like 2 or 3 hours and then going to like a restaurant or something afterwards, you don't need that much.
I've never done that.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe it's because I live like 10 minutes away from the beach.
Yeah, that sounds like an Orange County thing, right, MJ? Like for me, I think
I've
for us,
never
if we're
spent
going
a
to the
day at the
beach,
Yeah, it's the whole.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
it's the whole thing, dude.
Well,
You're
even-
there for like you're there for like 5 to 8 hours. That's the
Well,
lot.
I mean, I
Maybe
spent
five
to
to
six.
six.
How am I
a
looking?
weekend. I spent a whole weekend at Rockaway, and like I still didn't bring an umbrella. But I'm gifted.
I'm just saying. Well, see, we also don't spend money before. Like
See,
we're
I
not
spend-
eating
I
out. That's
spend
the
money.
thing.
I like to
Yeah,
enjoy.
all right,
my-
Mr. Rich. All right, Mr. Rich boy.
Yeah, I spend money because I enjoy
Mr.
my
Richmond?
life.